Hello, Scorpio. Let's check out your June messages. We'll start with tarot. And let's see. Oh, a bunch of them jumped out. Let's see what we have here. Okay. And remember, Scorpio, that this is a general message. So it will not resonate with everyone. There may be some things that resonate with you or have meaning or value for you. Chances are not everything will be for each of you. So you'll see which messages are for you. You'll know. Let's get 3 more cards. And thank you for joining me here at High Priestess Influence. Keep in mind also that the cards are here just as guides, not as predictors. And you should never put anyone else's judgment before your own. Oh, okay. So we have 4 additional cards. I'm going to take those as almost like punctuations. I'm going to come back to those. So let's take a look at what we have here. So, moving into June here, some of you might be kind of feeling overwhelmed and overworked. Queen can indicate male or female. It's not gender specific. It's more the energy. So some of you might be overwhelmed with a combination of work and taking care of the house. If you have children, taking care of the children, tending to, some of you, I just get the feeling, even worrying about or tending to older parents or someone in need. But it's just, I feel like you're overwhelmed with, or just overworked in all areas of your life. And, looking for some fun, some celebration, a break, getting away from it all, just even being able to get together with people and, have a drink, have fun, toast to something, find something to celebrate. Okay. And I'm feeling that a lot of you do find a way to do this. I know that depending on when you're viewing this, it would have resonance whenever you view it potentially, but it may be that some of you are not able to get together physically with friends, with other people, but you may be doing it, via technology even. So I'm feeling as though, even though you've kind of like had it and you're a little overworked, overburdened by stuff, by responsibilities, right? That's what I'm feeling. Yeah. Overburdened by the responsibilities. You are making time for fun. You're making time for, again, it could be getting together with people, but for some of you, it could even be like just even time to yourself, right? But just something you enjoy doing. I just got the feeling that some of you are going to sit down with like a book and, have a glass of wine while you read a book or something like that. Just taking some time off from the responsibilities. That's what I'm feeling here with this. So yes, we always want to make sure we take times. Also, always find something to celebrate. Always find something to celebrate, even if it's just a little thing. I have to say, even that's what my husband and I do. We toast all the time. Just to something. Hopefully it's good. Sometimes, it could be to somebody, we're commemorating or something, but, we always try to find something like to this, to that, before we have our first drink. Okay. So moving on in the month here, beautiful energy with the Lover's card, right? And I'm almost feeling like a flow here, right? Overburdened with responsibilities, but taking time for fun and relaxation and whatever makes you happy. It's really whatever makes you happy. And for a lot of you, it is getting together with other people and moving into this like very like I'm really feeling a strong energy of love and appreciation. I'm feeling like connection. So for some of you, this is about your partner or a romantic relationship. But in general, I'm feeling like a sense of love and connection here. And it may be that some of you, are connecting with those friends, those loved ones, people that you've even missed and haven't been able to spend time with. Some of you may, depending on, when you're viewing this and where you live, you may be able to get together with those friends and loved ones, in a physical sense, as opposed to even via technology, right? So here we have the Five of Wands here. Now this is kind of specific, but I'm feeling that some of you, this is definitely not for everybody, some of you you're feeling some conflict within, but it's related to others. I feel as though there's a disagreement, like in the sense of, that expression, the meeting of the minds. Like I got the impression of the meeting of the minds, but like upside down. The opposite of that, the I'm not even sure what you'd say, the unmeeting of the minds. That's not accurate. But I think what I'm getting at, that you have conflicting ways of maybe seeing the world or seeing a situation with others. And I'm feeling like it might even be others in this group or in this family, that people like maybe that you're getting together with, whether it's physically or via technology. I'm feeling as though it's almost like I'm feeling agree to disagree and keep it to yourself, if that makes sense. And I just got also got the message, talk to your partner or a like-minded person. This is the person you can connect with on that level, that you can confide in on that level. Again, it doesn't have to be a love relationship necessarily, but I feel like there is someone, at least one other person, who is like-minded in your life, whether it's a partner, a sibling, a friend, whom you can connect with on this level, and kind of like agree to disagree with the others, and don't like mix it up with them. Don't mix it up with them. Keep it between you and that person or that small circle of people who are like-minded, if that makes sense. Okay, so as we move on here, wow, Temperance and the Hermit. That's beautiful. That it's kind of like a going within. I feel like the Hermit is beneath it all. The Hermit is beneath the alignment, the going with the flow of the universe, the allowing energy that I'm feeling here with Temperance. When I get the Temperance card, for me, it's like an indication of someone in alignment who is not trying to force their life, who's not trying to force things into place or force things into happening. It's the opposite of that. It's like someone who is so comfortable, maybe in your own skin or in your situation or just in your being, comfortable in your being, that you kind of just be. You kind of just allow, you let go of that mental effort, that mental angst, that the worry, the concern, because you know everything will work out, you know everything will be fine. So it's kind of like, I'm thinking that some of you are maybe even taking some time to go within and meditate and raising that vibration. You have been taking some time or using some of your time to align with that inner being, that true self. It's like you're really, really tapping into that spiritual wisdom and looking at the universe, looking at the big picture and knowing that everything is working itself out. And, I didn't say it at the time, but when this card first came out, this Nine of Swords reversed, I got the, now I wish I would have said it because I don't have the exact wording. Let me see. This is not the exact wording that I had, but it was something like, that there's nothing to worry about anymore, or your worries are behind you. Your worries are behind you. And I mean that on a huge, big sense. Now, don't get me wrong. You're human. You're going to worry at some point in your life. That's natural. It's normal. But I feel here with this Temperance and Hermit, it's brought you to a place here. It's kind of like this brings you here. It's brought you to a place where you have that big universal understanding of the way the universe works, of your spiritual side, your higher self or inner being, whatever you want to call it, the larger part of you that is eternal, right? This human body, this human experience isn't eternal. This is just, an excursion on the cruise of the existence of you, right? You got off the non-physical ship and came onto the planet for a human experience, a brief part of who you really are. Okay. And I feel as though you have that greater understanding here, and putting your worries behind you in a permanent sense, because you can never go back. In other words, you've reached a level of expansion here as you move through June. You reach a level of expansion here from which you cannot go back. I mean, and that's a really good thing. You might slip up now and then and have those human worries now and then. I mean, that's normal. But for the most part, it's kind of like, you're letting go of the smaller human thinking and leaving those worries behind. And same with this Five of Pentacles reversed. Now, the 5 is the number of change, and you've changed your perspective. You've let go of the smaller feelings of lack. Like, I feel with these cards that these represent like smaller energies, our human perspective. Like from our human standpoint, things are much smaller. When we're only looking at what is in our human experience, it's very small compared to who we really are in our non-physical, expanded, eternal form. And I just feel like you're letting go of these. This is what is coming out of it. So now I almost forgot about these extra 4 cards that jumped out. We have the Ace of Swords, the Chariot reversed, the 3 of Wands reversed, and the Queen of Swords reversed here. So, the Ace of Swords here, this is the opportunity to take something from beginning and see it all the way through. There's a potential here for public recognition, like a title or something like that, a title or an award. an acknowledgement, possibly even, fame or something like that. But there's a huge potential here. Okay. So I'm feeling like this is for some of you to, I almost like recognize as you're going through June. Look for that Ace of Swords. Look for some new opportunity. You might have an opportunity to enroll in some educational course, or a new position, a new career, a new relationship. There's some big opportunity here. So keep that in mind here. Okay, so we have the Chariot reversed here. Okay, so for some of you, I'm feeling like you need to relinquish control before you move into this, like this energy of allowance, of relaxation, acceptance, like lack of effort, right? You need to release control and almost like gain a spiritual control, right? Turn this chariot upright, right? The charioteer, he controls the chariot via his vibration, his intention. There are no reins here, right? So it's kind of like you need to give up trying to control the outcome of things so you can align with that allowing energy here, okay? So now here with the Three of Wands reversed, I'm feeling immediately, don't get too far ahead of yourself, looking toward the future, concerned about the future. It's kind of like, stay in the now, stay in the present moment. Only look slightly out ahead of where you are. We tend to want to know what's happening next week, next month, next year, and we make these grand plans. And I'm not saying you shouldn't plan. Absolutely. Make plans. But as long as you are in alignment first, everything will work out the way you want it to, the way you expect it to. Because the universe responds to your vibration. It's all about doing the quote unquote work to get yourself into alignment and to maintain it as often as you can. You will never maintain it 100% of the time. You need those contrasting experiences to expand, grow, and attract the new to you, to create new desires, new focus. But you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself. Focus on the now moment. And focus on your alignment now, and the next now, and the next now. It's always now. Focus on your alignment now, not getting into alignment tomorrow, not getting into alignment later. Care about how you feel right now. Queen of Swords reversed, immediately I feel, don't take advice from other people. Now, I'm not saying that there's nobody around you who, there are people around you with wisdom to share and this and that, but it comes down to you. It comes down to you. Don't let other people weigh in on your decisions. When the Queen of Swords is upright, I do feel as though, this is a wise advisor, someone who has wise words that might, spark your alignment, or, send you in a certain direction, raise your vibration. But I'm really feeling here, do not put too much weight on other people's opinions here. So some of these messages, these last 4 messages, might be separate for each of you. So if you're asking a lot of people's opinions on what you should do and how your life should be, if you're letting other people weigh in on, then you need to get into your own alignment and trust your own knowing. Okay? So I do feel as though these last 4 cards might be individual messages for you. So if all or any of them resonate with you, take it for what it's worth. So let's grab some angel cards here. So let's see what this deck has for us. And if none of this resonated with you, you're probably not still with me. But if by chance you're still with me and none of this has resonated with you, let's see if we can get something here that will resonate with you. Nothing? Come on, angel card. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's see. So we have Azure. Your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. Okay, so this is definitely related to this reading. And what I was talking about with temperance here. What I was talking about as far as getting into alignment and not forcing things to happen, just allowing things to happen. It's all about your alignment, all about your vibration. Remember, you attract to you, you attract your experiences to you via your vibration. I know I'm like a broken record here, but that's what this is all about. Beautiful. Don't force it to happen. Relax, and everything works out. Okay, let's get another angel card from this deck. Oh, geez. Kind of all bent up too. Wow. Destroying the cards here. Okay. we have a bent up Archangel Gabriel. Okay. So you got an Archangel card here. Cool. Okay. You are blessed to receive this Archangel card. I'm sorry, I should have my glasses on. You are blessed to receive this Archangel card, and your guidance is to invoke Archangel Gabriel, who works on the white ray for grace and purification. It is time to release old memories, ingrained habits, and mental patterns which lower your vibration. Angel Gabriel will bring order and discipline into your life so that everything runs smoothly. You can also call on him to bring you clarity and joy. You are reminded that you are a beautiful, light, and wise spirit, and that only the material mantle disguises your true self. So envision yourself surrounded by pure white light. Let your pure spirit emerge and fly. And this affirmation says, I am pure light. Okay, so really what I really feel is important here for you is about releasing old memories and ingrained habits and mental patterns which lower your vibrations. And that's what I feel here with this Nine of Swords reverse and the Five of Swords reverse. This alignment that you experience here between the Hermit and the Temperance card here are allowing the release of worries, the release of a feeling of lack, a feeling like you're left out, lost, like nothing is working out for you. You're letting all of that old energy go, okay? And I feel like there was something else I wanted to touch, Pat. Which lower your vibrations, okay? As we were talking about, your vibrations the most important part, okay? Yeah, I guess that was it. Okay, so let's grab a Law of Attraction card. And next time I need to remember to keep my glasses close by when I'm trying to read that thing, those cards. Okay, we don't want, none wants to jump out here. Come on. Okay, there are 4 here. So listen, if you're done with this, I understand, just go. But we have 4 here, so it may be that, oh no, we have 5. It may be that 5 of you need 5 different messages. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to read these through quickly, and you can decide which, if any, are for you, or maybe all of them are. Okay, the first one. I cannot create in the experience of another. Okay, so some of you might be forcing or attempting to force your will onto others. I'm not sure, but you cannot create in the experience of another because you cannot think their thoughts. What you can do for them is set the example of joy. Become a being who thinks only of that which you are wanting, who speaks only of that which you are wanting, and who does only that which you are wanting, and therefore brings forth only joyful emotion. Okay, I'm not Scorpio, but I feel like that's for me. I need to start only speaking of the things that I want. I use the law of creation deliberately. Yeah, you're going to create whether you want to or not, so you might as well be deliberate about it. The law of creation has two important parts: the desire for the creation and the allowing of the creation, the temperance there, right? The allowing of the creation. Whether you are thinking of what you desire or the lack, which you're letting go of here with this Five of Pentacles reversed, or the lack of what you desire, the direction of your thought is your choice. The law of creation goes to work upon whatever you are thinking about. Within 60 days, it can be mine. Okay, 60 I feel is a little arbitrary, but let's see what we have to say here. As you give thought to your future, that may be 10 years or 60 days away, you begin pre-paving. And then as you move into those pre-paved moments, and as that future becomes your present, you fine-tune it by saying, this is what I now want. And all of those pre-paved thoughts will fit together to bring you precisely the experience that you want, that you now want to live. Okay, but keep in mind that this temperance, this energy of temperance is important here because you want to attract you the desired experiences. I understand the rules of the game of life. Now that I understand the rules of this game of eternal life, the bigger picture, right? Letting go of the kind of small concerns here, right? The bigger picture, the eternal life. Now that I understand the powerful law of attraction and deliberate creation, I can pre-pave segment by segment my life experience into becoming the allower I was born to be, for I was destined to a life of fulfillment and never-ending joy. And last but not least, my creative power lies in this moment. Whether you are thinking about something happening now or something that happened in your past or something you would like to have happen in your future, you are doing the thinking now. And it is this present thought vibration that the law of attraction is responding to. Therefore, your power to create is now. Right, that's true. Your power to create is always in the now. All we have is the now. So your focus should be on your vibration in the now, in the moment. Okay, my dear Scorpio friends, I do want to thank you so very much for being with me. Thank you for your support. If anything resonated with you, I would really appreciate you just giving a thumbs up, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and clicking the bell for notifications to be notified of new messages, new postings. Okay, Scorpio, have a beautiful June or whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you soon.